is going on? That might be him. Is that the Cuddy?
You.
That is the Cuddy. Hey! Hey! Man! Legendary. What's up, man?
What's up with it, Playboy?
Legendary, man. Before we get going, hold on. Let me get the people in here, Yuck. Let me get them in here, Yuck. Golly. Right on, Yuck.
Oh, good, my nigga.
Hold on. This shit right here is hey. Before I get started, let me just give you your flowers right off the rip. This is for me. Cut. I grew up listening to your music and everything. Right off the rip, man. You a hero to us in the crest side of California. I just want you to know that. You know what I mean? I know. Yeah. I know you got accolades, and I got some questions I'm gonna ask you and all of that. We're gonna get into all of that yet, but let me just get this off my chest because man, like growing up to your music, bruh, it was so inspiring. It moved us. We listened to the shit day in, day out. Your transition from doing the ablation to the one with Pocket Ball. I forget the name of that album when you did the Still Ballin'. I was just listening to this shit, and I feel like
Oblations.
That was the oblation.
Yeah, the oblation.
That was the oblation. Okay, we're gonna get into that. I'm just giving you your flowers because I'm like, before I even get started, I have to say all this shit because I was in it's a little boys ranch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into all this with everybody, but it's a little boys ranch I was in, and you dropped that oblation, and Pac was Still Ballin' was on there, bruh. That motherfucking song got me through so much, bruh. Dealing with all of that bullshit in that little boys ranch or whatever, you dig what I'm saying? Because it was like, Furl had took the dive in the feds, from my neighborhood or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was dealing with the police and all of that. The federal government was on their tail, the romper room and all of that. But anyway, let me get everybody in here real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is dope. Okay, Facebook here. Wait. Nope, right there. Boop. Cancel that. I got Yuck in the motherfucking. Let me get niggas on Instagram too. Hold on. Let me get the gram going. And they thought it wasn't gonna happen. I know them punk motherfuckers. Facebook real quick. We go live. We zoom in and then we live right here. Bow. Let me get out of that. Just go live real quick. I'm just going live. Fuck it. Bow. We just going live. Yuck. Interview with Cut the Radio Podcast. Let's just go. Because I know we behind on time and some more shit. I got, nigga, before I even get started, man. Wait, before y'all get all in the room and y'all get to going and all of that. Before I get started, man, hit the like, subscribe, the share button, all of that good shit over there at Cut the Radio Podcast, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Instagram, and all that good stuff. I got a motherfucking boss. I did this myself. Let me just do this real quick, Yuck. I did this. Not you niggas out there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I went and snatched up Yukmouth, my motherfucking. This is Mr. I Got 5 on it. Welcome to the Bay and all of that. Are y'all listening to me? Okay? This nigga didn't put it down for the Bay. Decades. Years and years and years and years. Yuck, I'm going to go right into it. Where are you originally from, Yuck? My audience, they semi-know the younger generation, the older generation, but just give it to us over here at Cut the Radio. I know you told your story hundreds of times, Kat. I know you have. But
yeah, I'm from the Ville. 65th Village, East Oakland. You know what I mean? 65 Ville.
So tell us a little bit about that. I know you again, your story goes on and on, but just give us some stuff from over there. Like, what did you go through? What was your experiences growing up? Did you play sports? I mean, was you involved with any street activity? I know I don't want to get too much involved because this ain't Vlad TV. We're not gonna Vlad you over here. Okay.
Right. So, I mean, shit, man. They did a whole motherfucking documentary on my neighborhood. American Gangster, what they did about my OG. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Felix Mitchell.
Right.
He was legendary. You know what I mean? Back in the day with the, whole hair on actually. You know what I mean? This rap shit got me out the hood. Got me out the little crew I was running with. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the crew?
What's my stuff with?
What's the name of the crew, real quick? What's
YGTO?
Okay.
YGTO.
Okay.
Gangsters taking over. So yeah, we was doing our 1-2, terrorizing shit. You know what I mean? We real gang shit out there in the hood. A lot of my dudes doing double life, triple life, dead. You know what I mean? All types of shit. So for me to be able to separate myself and make it legit, you know what I mean? Just a blessing by itself. Period. You know
Man.
What I mean? Shot. I got shot in the hood, all types of shit. So going back and forth to jail, all types of shit. So yeah, man, rap shit, safe.
And in all of that, did you play sports? I mean, you grew up.
I mean, but cartoonist, so I was mainly Flash, you know what I mean? Graffiti and all that shit. That was more my lane, you know what I mean? And that turned into nigga rap, you know what I mean? So
what age was you?
Elements, you know what I mean?
What age was you when you transitioned into that? When you was coming from playing all of the sports and everything as a juvenile, as an adolescent? When did you transition from that and start dealing with the street life?
Well, basically, pops was in and out of jail, so I had to move family to family. You know what I mean? And when you spoiled, when your pops, had a lot of money and shit, then you move with the family on the welfare and shit. You know what I mean? You ain't getting the same shit you used to get, so you tend to go start hustling. So my cousins and them put me on, and I had to look far. It was my uncles, my cousins, all them dudes was doing it. You know what I mean? When I was living with them. And they put me down, so yeah, I was living in a crack house, period, straight up. Once my dad went to jail, I was living in a crack house, and I got the game full first hand, you know what I mean, period, from like 12 on up.
What years was that?
Like 85, I say 85, 85, you know what I mean? So like right when crack hit, you know what I mean, we had a full crack house for my uncle had that shit running.
Wow.
So I learned. You know what I mean? And then I got old enough to start, participating with it, so it was my family, you know what I mean? Everybody was getting it, everybody was grinding. But back in the day, you couldn't grind, it wasn't accessible. Like everybody could just go buy some weed and shit. You had to like be connected, to even get the sack. So my family was connected, so I always was able to get it,
And once you got into that lifestyle, did you encounter any type of like motherfuckers trying to rob you, set you up? I know because that come with the game, with the packets, you know what I mean?
That, like I said, I got shot, you know what I mean? All that shit, pistol whip, of course, no.
Okay.
But in the streets, let that shit go. You know what I mean? Period. But when I got in jail, there was a lot of people doing it and made me pick up the pad and pen and get back into the ring. And that's when I came up with the Looney Tunes and the Condom Man, drew the logo.
Okay.
So the first one, Ice Cream Man, the Ice Cream Man in jail.
When
that shit became a hit in jail, where niggas, just beating on my chest and beating on the locker. You know what I mean? Niggas knew that shit word for word. And it was like legendary without even being on a beat yet. Yeah, when I got into jail, the homeboy Seagram, rest in peace, he heard about the song. He didn't even hear me rapping. Niggas is rapping it to him. It's so popular. This song, like, I'm cool, brother. And a week later, saving that song. Now, if I would have sold it to Seagram, I wouldn't have had that verse to say that got us our deal. So, that song, that first song I wrote in camp, ended up being a song that gets our record deal with us, Records. So, that jail shit lined everything up. You know what I mean? Period. A lot of time to think, a lot of time to rap. Niggas is rapping every day, rapping against each other, and niggas got me barred up and skilled up,
When y'all got the deal, or when you because you drew the condom or the logo and everything and all of that, did you write a lot of the Loonies album? Did you do a lot of that production, like the writing, or was like Numb involved with his?
That's when I called him up. You know what I mean? I got to call the dopest nigga that I know that can rap.
Okay.
A major idea, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I called the dopest nigga I know that rap, which was Numb. His name was a Skinny One at that time. My name was Numb Skull.
Skinny One.
My name's in jail. I'm Yukmouth. And you Numb Skull. So I changed from the Skinny One to Numb Skull.
Real quick, not to interrupt you. Real quick. What made you call yourself Yukmouth? I have to ask you that. Like, where the fuck did you come up with that?
Me being a cartoonist and into cartoons, there was a cartoon named called Mighty Man or something. he had a sidekick named Yukmouth. It was a dog with a doghouse on his head. You take the doghouse off his head. That's a secret power. He's so scary, so ugly, motherfucker. And then he put his motherfucking dog thing back on. So that was Yukmouth. So I always thought that would be a dope rapper name. Like, nigga, if you spit bars, nigga, your shit nasty, your shit yuck. You know what I mean? You got a nasty mouth with the bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know cavity creep shit like nigga got, you know what I mean, missing teeth and shit like that. Like that. But just like it'll be a dope rap name.
Dope.
And I'm like, okay, if we loonies, we a loony, you know what I mean, loony skull. You know what I mean? The brain is crazy and the mouth is crazy. So you gotta have a numb skull to be a loony. You gotta have a yuck mouth to be a loony. You know what I mean? That's
and it just went.
Lunatic.
That's dope.
So boom. I'm the mouth, he the fucking brain.
That's dope, Cuddy. That's dope, Cuddy. That's really dope.
Yeah, so numb skull and yuck mouth.
How old was y'all when you did that? How old was you, real quick?
18.
18. Did you? When did
17.
17. When did y'all meet? When did you and them meet?
When I was 14 in junior high school. We was rapping together in a group called Brothers with Potential. None was like the dopest rapper in junior high school. I mean, so I wouldn't even, you know what I mean, financier.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you. You was a lot of the I want to say financial brains, if you will, kind of sort of, if you will, if you want to lean that way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I brought the bag to the table since a young nigga, you know, because I had a connection. You know what I mean? I brought niggas to my neighborhood and let them get money. You can't hustle in nobody else's neighborhood if you're not from there. I brought niggas that wasn't even from the neighborhood and was able to numb all them niggas. I bought all them niggas. So that's why they love me. You know what I mean? Period. But
wow.
Niggas split up. Me and Numb still hustling together. So we stuck with it. So me and Numb was hustling together while I'm going back and forth to jail. You know what I mean? Then I did the year. Got out. You know what I mean? And got right back with Numb because we was already in the streets hustling together and shit. So, you know, I just told him about the rap plan. You know what I mean? And we roll with it. You know?
That's what's up, man. And right there, when y'all did I Got Five on it, I wasn't nothing but a you know, yay high to a grasshopper. And that I Got Five on it hit my neighborhood, nigga. I would tell you, I'm from the Crest, so you know me, man. And you know, I had 5 on it, I had 10 on it, nigga. I had 20 on this shit. Right. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? So, nigga, all of that shit came, nigga, and I was like, boom. So, you got hit with the. So when did Jay Prince come in the? He get the nickname Boogeyman. What was that about with Jay Prince?
Hold on, man. So you asked to link with Jay Prince, and then how you get the name Boogeyman?
Yes, I did ask 2 questions. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. All right. Me linking with Jay Prince. Go back to the home to see. I mean, rest in peace to see when he was trying to rap a lot from our hood. You know what I mean? The field. He's from 69. I'm from 65. Same neighborhood. You know,
okay.
2 bills, but 1 mile.
Okay.
He already had the Rap a Lot connection, and with that, a lot of people from my neighborhood, from the field, from Oakland, was working at Rap a Lot, A&Rs, you know what I mean, road managers, security, you know, office shit, you know what I mean, everything. Niggas was working in my neighborhood. So at this time, when we got signed with the Loon, while we working on our second album, Lunatic Music, Scarface is working on Untouchable in the same studio, Enterprise Studio. They got a room, I got a room. We got a room.
Oh, nice.
We're using the same producers, you know what I mean? The producer that did on it, Tone Capone, they want him to work with Mike Dean to do Scarface album.
Okay.
Untouchable.
Okay.
Now we want Mike Dean to work with Tone Capone to do beats for Lunatic Music.
Okay.
So they'd be bouncing from studio to studio, and then sometimes Jay Prince would be there. You know what I mean? So
okay.
Jay Prince would come in the studio and like shit. All the time he came to the studio, he just saw me. He never saw Numb. And Numb, you know, niggas just got their bread, so Numb was doing a lot of it and shit. So I just, you know, played a song and just leave this part open. And Shay seen that shit about 4 or 5 times. He was like, man, you doing all this shit by yourself. You need a solo deal. And I never thought about that. I'm a group player. I made the group. I never thought about going solo.
Right.
I'm like, God damn, I am doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And he's like, yeah, you need to be at Rap a Lot. You know what I mean? You smoke a lot, right? I'm like, yeah, well, you need to be at Rap a Lot, man. And then we lined the deal up, solo deal after that.
How much was that? If you want to put it out there, I don't know if you want to go into deep. I know how we are, but just for my audience, what was that deal like at that age? Like what? Because the independent game was sweet, wasn't it? I mean, you could have took the independent route if you wanted to, but you
Nah, we came in on the major label. We was on Version 5 on it, but independent. That was on Version Records. Same label Janet Jackson was on at the time. Mariah Carey, you know, that's a record label.
Right. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
We came out on Version. You know what I mean? So I went from Version to Rap A Lot. Still on Version because Rap A Lot had to deal with Version. So
okay,
still Rap A Lot Version with my deal, the Yukmouth deal.
Yeah.
It was a big record label.
So Ice Cream Man wasn't on. I mean, Ice Cream Man, but the that whole album was Version.
No. The Operation Stack Over. The first Looney's album was Version or a rap summit or some shit, or you know what I mean? How Can I Be Down? Some shit that passed out.
Okay.
So our first official album was on Version Records. Now the one with the Ice Cream Man, that was independent. That was Drew Down's album.
That's okay. Okay. Yeah, clear that up for me because when I was young, I'm telling you, Cuddy, we've been listening to you for quite some time now. So, you know what I mean? A lot of the stuff that you did back in the day was like, wait a minute. And then all the beefs that you had with and I'm gonna get into that in a second. But you know, a lot of your stuff, you know, it carried my neighborhood. Like, bro, I got 5 on it, Mr. Ice Cream Man. And then we was hella mad or hella pissed off when this nigga, Master P, you know, he did that and you fire shots and we was like, wait, what is going on? So, okay. From the question about how you got into it with Jay Prince and how he got that nickname. Real quick, how did he get that nickname?
I have no clue. I never called him the Boogeyman. I always called him the Godfather of the South. Period. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, no matter what level it is. You know what I mean? Period. And yeah, you know what I mean? He got a clean slate. Nobody fucking him over. And if they did, man, hey, good luck. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Godfather of the South. You know what I mean? But I never called Boogie, man. He's the coolest motherfucker I ever met with a shitload of money. You know what I mean? The realest motherfucker I ever met with a shitload of money. The richest black motherfucker I ever been around with a shitload of money and just mellow. I ain't never seen him raise his voice, even in tense situations. I ain't never seen him argue with somebody. Yeah, that man he's one of one, period. Would you say he's a one of one, man? Boss, you know, old cloth. You know what I mean? The old cloth, old school cloth, not this young cloth shit. Old cloth, a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. You know, very smart, intelligent man. You know,
absolutely. When you got your deal over there, it was. How old were you? And when you got your deal, did you feel like, man, I've arrived? I made it but this is after the I Got 5 on the success and all of the stuff that created. When you got to Jay Prince, did you feel like, okay, this is, you know? And then you did Godzilla. You did Godzilla album over there, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh no, I was just gonna say that album for me. Me and Jay Diggs. This is where Jay Diggs coming to play real quick. Me and Jay Diggs rode that. I mean, nigga, we rode the wheels off on that album. I swear to God. Yeah, when you started to rap a lot and got over there, you officially got over there, signed the deal.
Basically, it was a dream come true because I always wanted to be on Rap A Lot. Period. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like from my big homie C, from Rest in Peace, being on Rap A Lot to my favorite artist at that time, nigga Scarface, being on Rap A Lot. My favorite group at that time, the Ghetto Boys, being on Rap A Lot. I always wanted to be on Rap A Lot because my niggas was on Rap A Lot. They represented the Ville, you know. So for you know what I mean, it was a dream come true. You know, I'm in the studio with Scarface. I'm working with Scarface. I'm working with the Ghetto Boys. Working with everybody, nigga. Bushwick Bill's my nigga. Rest in peace. If you don't get no bigger. You know, like it became
rest in peace
cool with everybody. You know what I mean? People, all my idols, not became my rivals, but became my homies. You know what I mean? And my best friends and shit. So, I went over there like when I was 23 years old. Went over there when I was 23 years old. So I was excited, man. You know what I mean? Period. You can hear about the music.
I heard the music. We heard the music. You changed from the Albalation Thug and all of that shit to like, you know, you became a player.
I changed from Operation Stackover and Lunatic Music. It's a whole different rap style.
Right.
You
yeah.
know I mean, the Looney shit is totally different from Yuck, and that's what I wanted it to be. I'm like, what's gonna make this shit different from them listening to a Looney album? It's just all me. You know what I mean? And Looney, we came a little different because we was kind of funny with our shit too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wasn't playing no jokes.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? And Looney's numb is from a whole different part of Oakland than me. He ain't got the same tails as me. I'm from the field.
Mhm.
I was raised different. I was, you know what I mean? So I get to tell these stories that I wasn't able to tell on, you know what I mean, really that much on, you know, lunatic music, or I relate to them, not just strictly on my shit. So once I was able to do that, tell my stories, that's when you get the revelations, you know what I mean, when I talk about my whole life, you know what I mean, period. That's the testament, you know what I mean, sacrifice my life. Just the dope ones, you know what I mean, falling. You get them type of shit, you know what I mean? You want to get that on the Looney album, them emotional songs, you know what I mean? The storytelling, emotional songs that Numb ain't lost his mama, Numb ain't lose his dad. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna lose my mom, my dad, and my grandma, like right back to back to back. Talk about that. None can talk about that. So on my album was different. You know what I mean? Because I live my life different than them. You know, so when niggas hear it, they like, yo, this is totally different. You know, the Loonies, definitely.
We could definitely hear the whole Yuck by himself. I'm telling you, when you did the double CD and then you did that Godzilla, I mean, yeah. Did you ever?
Numb is a real nigga.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I definitely he right there. Welcome to the Bay. Did you ever squash any beefs with all of them rappers you had? Like, did you ever call them, talk to them, had a physical, verbal conversation with any of them? Like the 50, let's say, just for a couple
everybody. Name one.
50 Cent, Master P. Because I know you did the thing
Master P. We met in person. You know what I mean? At my same spot I was squashed the spot of low beef at. Shout out to my homie T.Y. in LA. Yeah, we squashed at that T.Y. Factory. You know what I mean? Him and Master P and T.Y. was doing some business. And I was over there fucking with T.Y. We got the studio over there and shit. He's like, man, P gonna come through. I was like, sure. Like, yeah, he wanna talk to you. So P came through, you know what I mean? And shit, like a real nigga, you know what I mean? We chopped it up. It was a misunderstanding. Wasn't no yelling and tough and I me, and none of that. We left that motherfucker cool, you know what I mean? Period. So it was just a misunderstanding, man. Period. You know, we got right to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? When he came with his defense of why he did it, you know what I mean? It made me feel stupid, you know what I mean? Because he said at that time, Ice Cream Man was the slang of the Bay. We made that shit the slang for dope dealers, you know what I mean? Period. So he was just leaning on some shit that was the slang of the Bay Area. He was like, what? I can't beef with everybody that say, nah. It's like, in that case, I'm gonna be beefing with Foxy Brown like a motherfucker. You know, that's just a slang. And we made a motherfucking hit with it, you know what I mean? Period. So that's it. It wasn't like we were trying to take nothing. That shit was a Bay. I made it a Bay Area term with that song, in that video.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta watch what you put out there, you know what I mean? Period. So I understood, you know what I mean? Period. Motherfuckers put that shit out there, 40 can't beef with everybody that say for shizzle my nizzle. Three times crazy can't either.
Right.
That's some lingo they put out there. Niggas thought it was cool. They ran with it.
Right.
Now niggas in New York stand for shizzle my nizzle. What they gonna do? Beef with them niggas? So it made perfectly good sense when we broke it down like that.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, you right, my nigga.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So me and P cool, my nigga. We straight.
What about the game? Did y'all ever Patch Adams?
Yeah, me and the game straight. Yeah, we was shout out my nigga Chuck, San Francisco Chuck, man. He working with the game, Nick Cannon, all them dudes. He from Frisco and shit. So we was in a nightclub and he put us together and squashed the shit, period. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like, we ain't been beefing since the beef started, you know what I mean? But back in the day, when that shit, it was left there, it wasn't like it was on site or nothing. Oh. But when we was in the same club together, we was able to, you know what I mean, dap it up, tell each other we fuck with each other, lyrics and shit, and, you know, yeah, we squashed it man to man. So shout out motherfucking Chuck, man. Chuck made that happen, man. In the club. We was in LA.
Okay.
Nightclub.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What about the thing with 50? I had seen you did it on United Ghettos of America. You did a thing with Bang 'em Up Smurf. Tell us about that a little bit.
The whole thing with 50 was the whole just loyalty to Rap A Lot, because Rap A Lot was doing a deal with Herb Gotti and Suge Knight. It was gonna have the first black, you know, so niggas got on it on some rap shit. You fucking up niggas' livelihood. Like the feds came through, kicking down windows and shit, busting shit, fucking up all the shit, everything. You know, they fucked up there for trying to fuck up Rap A Lot. And you know, but yeah, they were trying to get Jay Prince. You know what I mean? They got Suge. You know, they got motherfucking Urban. I mean, trying to get Jay. You know, and yeah, man, you know, it ruffled a few feathers over there. So that's why the beef even started with Rap A Lot. You know, G Unit. You know what I mean? So that's where I step in. You know, I'm the lyrical miracle nigga at that time. You know what I mean? And shit, man. You know, that's my lane. So, you know, they told me to do it. You know what I mean? Told me to get in there.
Yeah,
my loyalty for rap a lot.
I was just gonna say that it was more so your loyalty.
Yeah, I never had no beef with 50 and them. The music was out. I was loving it. You know what I mean? I'm banging them motherfucking Get Rich or Die Trying right in the middle. Nigga, I get a phone call. It's all bad. I'm like, God damn, this nigga.
That nigga said, God damn.
My shit, you know what I mean? That's when I got Bang Smurf Domination. You know what I mean? I used to be down with G-Unit. You know what I mean? Niggas that was, you know what I mean? I got the real information on dude. And yeah, when I beef, I'm going for the juggler. You know what I mean? I'm trying to expose you. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. If you can't expose a motherfucker, you ain't did nothing around him. So that's you know what I mean? That's what I was taught when you beef. You gotta expose a motherfucker to make the crowd, something that the crowd don't know, something that the fans don't know. So I was looking for that shit. I got it from Bang Smurf and them, and I brought them on board, you know, me, C-Bo, Thug Lords. But long story short, Bo ended up signing Young Buck and the Outlaws. Or no. Bo and the Outlaws ended up signing to Young Buck label. Cashville. And when they did that, we squashed that shit. So, yeah, there ain't no more beef with G-Unit. Shout out to C-Bo. Shout out to Young Buck. At that time, when Buck was down with G-Unit, you know.
What happened out there in Kansas City with Mac Dre? Can you elaborate on that?
I really don't know. I really don't know. I know I was there a couple days before the tragedy happened. We was all out there doing a show. The shit was janky promoters like a motherfucker, man. Dude didn't have our back end. Dude told us to, like, the next day. You know what I mean? He told us to stay an extra day in a hotel for him to spin the block and get our money. I'm like, nigga, I'm hopping on this plane. Send my shit Western Union. I just didn't feel it. He had us in separate hotels and shit. Dre and them in a whole nother hotel somewhere else. We over here, we all separated. You know what I mean? It's just a fucked up vibe. And you know, if niggas was fighting and shit, I ain't gonna tell who was fighting, but it was just a fucked up vibe. I was ready to get home. And like a couple days later, man, like the worst happened. You know what I mean? I hear the news on the news. You see it on the news and shit. And I'm like, God damn, we're just out there, man. Something told me to get the fuck up out of there. And we was wondering why Dre didn't leave. Dre had some moves out there, I guess some verses and shit, some shows. And he ended up staying. So after that, the worst happened, man. And I say this, man, Kansas City got a lot of love for Bay Area niggas, so it didn't feel like it was no beef. It just felt like we was dealing with a janky promoter that didn't have our money. You know what I mean? As far as my issue, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened with Dre and you know what I mean, when he stayed out there. Yeah, my issue was with the promoter that bought us out there. I was ready to go. Like, nigga, you ain't got my money, I'm gone. Period. Straight up. So yeah, rest in peace to Mac Dre. But Kansas City got love for us, man. I don't like that's like, you know what I mean, the Bay Area third home. You know what I mean? They're besides, you know, Seattle and Portland and shit. Mm-hmm. You know, so I just don't understand because they love Dre out there. Like they love fucking Mac Dre. Yeah. Kansas City, like a motherfucker. Yeah. They love the whole this movement, my nigga. Like, nigga, we was booked every time out there, nigga, at least like once every month. Once every other month, we out there. All of us, like nearly running it up in Kansas City. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just didn't understand where that came from. You know what I mean? Because there was just so much love for niggas out there. So after that happened, I was done with Kansas. You know what I mean? I didn't go out there for a minute. Yeah. Like a couple years, I think about 2 or 3 years. I ain't go out there until, you know, a lot of my back, like Jack and them start going out there. Jack, the Burner, and Pacino, all them start going out there. Then I went back out there with them. But I was cool, you know what I mean, period. Not to take it out on, you know, Kansas City as a whole, but I just didn't feel the love. You know, you killed Dre, man. Like, who? Not you. I can't give the whole city that. Yeah. But yeah. Somebody from y'all city killed Dre, my nigga. I don't know how y'all feel about niggas or how that dude or whoever did that feel about niggas. So I'm here, you know what I mean, period. So yeah, man, love the Kansas City though. And I hate that shit even had to happen. I hate that Dre stayed there. I wish he would have left with the rest of us.
It was an uncomfortable question to even ask you because I know y'all was close. So right. You know what I mean? I know it's uncomfortable, but I got to do my job. What do you think about JT and his rants? His daughter and all that. What's going on with JT?
I really, I did an interview with him. You know what I mean? Where he was airing all his grievances about that. And I didn't agree with it, you know what I mean? But he gonna talk his shit. I did my interview. That's like if I say something about something that you don't agree with. This was an interview. So he was saying this shit, and I wanted to get people, you know what I mean, like Kilo Kirk or somebody on there who can rebuttal and tell their side of the story. But we just did Kilo. We're gonna do another interview with Kilo Kirk where he could, you know, talk his shit. But I don't know what JT went through with the dudes to even make him go at them like that. I don't know. I really don't know where the beef, the issues, and none of that shit started at. Or, you know what I mean? I have no clue. You know what I mean? I'm like, you, where did all this shit come from? You know what I mean? I think when the Messy Mars shit happened, you know what I mean? There's just a lot of shit, you know,
opened up
into all types of other people, you know, being involved with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, yeah, that just starts, you know. So that whole Messy Mars situation, I think, probably was the spark of this shit, you know.
I think so too, and to go on from that, because I could ask more, but I ain't. I'll leave it alone. But the versus battle, because 40 and Too Short did the versus battle, and I seen your replies and your the way you responded to how they gave a little bit but didn't give I guess damn a good way to say that. They didn't give you a thumbs up, if you will.
No, I don't need. You know what I mean? If you was playing Mac Dre, you could play Ball Cyclone for 10 minutes, end up doing 30 minutes, an hour until 40 of them popped up. So it was a standard. I thought niggas had a playlist because they was playing some wild shit. I'm like, hold on, man. You could at least switch some live shit up in there. So yeah, that was just me on one. I think I was a little drunk. You know what I mean? There was no malice. You know what I mean? Towards some niggas, Big Fun and the other dude.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Still love.
Yeah, because we was all watching. I was like, damn, yuck, nigga. That nigga pissed off.
I mean, I knew 40 was gonna come with the 5 on it though, so I knew it was gonna get played. But I thought the DJs would have had a little bit more. You know what I mean? But my thing is, you know, the rumor around the round table was like certain DJs that came here won't fuck with you unless they, you know, part of your project or they get some bread off your project or, you know what I mean, get some money with you, you know, or down with you. They really ain't gonna back you up. So I was feeling like, you know what I mean, I'm starting to agree with niggas. And I'm starting to think that what niggas, the rumors is really true after I see this shit. So they, you know what I mean, it is what it is. Ain't no big shit.
All right, well, a couple of more, and then I'm gonna let you go. I know you got you know you hot to trot, and everybody wants your attention. How did the comic book come about? Because I've been following you, and I seen you did a comic book. You're the only one from the Bay Area that did a fucking comic book. How did that happen?
Hey man, shout out to my D12 niggas, man. Swift McVeigh, man, his manager, man, DB. Just on my last project, man, JJ based on the Bill Story Part 3, I had a song with Swifty on there. And since we did that song, you know what I mean, did the video and all that shit, I've been going back and forth to Detroit fucking with them on different projects and shit. So he had a homie that put out comic books. He had got at me like, yo, let's do a comic book novelty. And they sent me the whole storyline. The shit was amazing. I'm like, okay, let's do it. You know what I mean? And they had already started doing Ha Davis, you know what I mean, the comedian doing his comic book. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I'm gonna go ahead and cop that because I just got Mac Mall book real quick. Mac Mall gave a shout out to you, Numbskull, and Calvin. Are we still there? Are you still there with me? You still there? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you I appreciate you coming in, man. You know, a lot of the questions and you know, your legend needs more than an hour, needs more than an hour and a half, needs more than 2 hours. You know what I mean? Your story is longer than I-80. We all know that. But I just wanted to get everybody I just want to get everybody over here on my platform to let them see that, you know, I'm well connected and I do got ties to the Bay Area because that's where I'm from. That's what I'm doing. And this is what I'm pushing. I jumped in the game. Did my thing, and I just been rocking and rolling ever since. And then, you know, to come into this podcast thing, just to bring a different avenue for my neighborhood. We got all the rappers from the Mac Dre's and all the Doobies and J Diggses, but we don't have a visual outlet like this. So I'm out the damn thing. Take your meeting, it's over with. I got thrown out of the meeting. Yuck. Yuck, I got thrown out the meeting. Let me go here. I got thrown out. Throw me right on out. They throw me right on out. Cancel. Well, I'm gonna end that.